While teaching full-time is a fulfilling profession, it can also be challenging to grab students' attention. But one unique educator has been using TikTok videos to connect his students with history. So joining us today is Kevin McClintock, the social media sensation known as Mr. McTikTok. He has more than 2 million followers, and his dances, he has danced his way into the hearts of his students, teachers, and parents nationwide. Mr. McTikTok is also teaming up with Band-Aid brand and Donors Choose to promote the Stick by Teachers campaign. So welcome, Kevin. Thanks so much for being here. All right, so I have to know this because I'm in the media space and social media is like a full-time job. How does a history teacher become Mr. McTikTok?
Well, I've always been kind of a goofy teacher, and I would jump up and dance on tables, and I would do accents for my kids, and it's just, I like to be silly, I like to make fun of myself, and I like laughter, and when the online lessons hit, that was just so much harder to do, and I could just tell that my students were, disinterested, they were just, not having it, and I knew that I needed to get into their world a little bit, and that's what social media was for me. And a few million views and followers later, here I am able to help out my friends at Band-Aid brand and Donors Choose with their Stick by Teachers program.
That is fabulous. So I used to work in the education arena, and I would help teachers put their classes online. And that was the hardest thing to try to get them to understand, is that your classroom does not really translate very well to the screen. You have to think about your pedagogy and how you're explaining things using media, and you've done a fabulous job with it. So let's talk about the campaign. What factors prompted this campaign?
Well, as you know, working in the educational field, you know that there's so many teachers out there that are spending their own money to supply their classrooms because sometimes the schools don't have the resources to actually give the teachers the supply that they need. And Band-Aid brand, Build Your Own First Aid Kit, has partnered with Donors Choose to really help these teachers get the resources they need. And I mean, I have to support that.
I don't even think about that when we think about teachers buying their own supplies. I don't know why I always think about markers and crayons. I don't know how much coloring we're doing in school, but a first aid kit's really important. So can you tell us why first aid is essential to a classroom?
Well, I'm glad that you bring that up because first aid might not be on your mind when you're thinking of a supply for a classroom, but it totally is, because if you're around kids, you know that they're going to have fun and they're going to, they love to move, and with that comes cuts and scrapes, and it's super important to be ready for all of what life can throw at you being in the classroom. And so Band-Aid brand is bringing families a personalized, stylish, build your own first aid kit experience exclusively at Target and Target.com, which is awesome because you get to fill the kit with your favorite Band-Aid products and Neosporin products, so you're ready for all those adventures that life is throwing at you, especially because being in the classroom is an adventure.
So where do we start when we're building a first aid kit?
Well, me being a surfer and a Southern California teacher, I like to be out in the water, and I know that I have a lot of students that do the same. And so Band-Aid brand Water Block Flex Bandage is perfect because it's 100% waterproof and it stays on. And I know it's super common to see, bandages, that fall off students, or, they'll mess around with it because it's starting to come off. Well, these ones don't do that. So that's important. And then also being in the classroom, it's so diverse, right? We have kids that just, they don't sound the same, they don't look the same, and it's cool that Band-Aid brand has thought of that in creating their Our Tone bandages, which, give different shades of skin tone to the bandages so that kids can, use the skin tone bandages that look like them.
I love that. And let's be honest, the fleshy tones of yesteryear, they really don't match anybody's skin. So those are great. What do you think should be in every first aid kit?
I have to say, I hope you don't need it, but you definitely want it, is Neosporin antibiotic ointment. It helps address the 5 areas of wound healing, which is it minimizes the appearance of scars. It has pain relief, itch relief, because you know the kids are probably going to itch, right? Especially when it's healing. And then it's got a no-sting formula that provides 24-hour infection protection. It keeps that cut from getting worse, and then provides a nourishing environment for the skin. And you got to take care of your skin.
Well, this is great, and it makes kids feel like their teacher cares about them. They care about their well-being when they see that first aid kit and it's stocked and fully ready to go. Where can we go for more information?
Well, you can go to Target.com if you want to learn more about the Band-Aid brand Stick by Teachers campaign. And if you want to go build your own first aid kit, check out a Target by you.
Okay, Mr. McTikTok, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.